Assalamualaikum to everyone. We are from Group 4 and today we are going to present to you about Asian studies. And the country that we decided to choose is Thailand. Our group members consist of 4 people, which is myself, Aileen Ardelia, Wan Raiza, Nurul Damia, and Muhammad As-Siddiq. Alright, I am going to start with the background history of the country. Thailand is located in the center of mainland Southeast Asia. A number of indigenous, Mon Khmer, and Malay civilization used to live in the region and now known as Thailand. Thailand cultural influence have included the culture of India, Funan, and the Khmer Empire. From the 10th to the 14th centuries, Thailand saw a period of Khmer Empire domination over a large portion of what is now central Thailand. Thailand's diplomacy skills led them to enter various treaties with Western nations during the 18th century with Britain and France. And the nation is particularly built with Britain and France.
And for economic, in Thailand they use the currency of the Thai baht. And in Thailand, it holds significant progress in agriculture, boasting the title of the world's leading exporter of rice, tapioca products, rubber, canned tuna, and canned pineapple. Additionally, its tourism sector flourishes thanks to its picturesque beaches such as Phuket, Krabi, and Koh Samui. Furthermore, Thailand is home to several UNESCO World Heritage Sites, including the historic city of the Ayutthaya and the ancient ruins of Sukhothai, that offer the visitors a captivating glimpse into the nation's rich historical and cultural tapestry.
Now it's my turn to present about political system. There are 2 sides. First is about unitary state and second about constitutional monarchy. The background of unitary state. Unitary state system is applied through a centralized government in Bangkok, which holds significant authority over provincial and local administration. The central government oversees key functions such as legislation, taxation, defense, and foreign affairs. Provincial governments, while they do have some administrative responsibilities, ultimately operate under the direction of the central government. This centralized structure helps maintain political stability and uniformity in laws and policies across the country. And for the second is about constitutional monarchy. Constitutional monarchy system in Thailand involves a monarch who serves as the head of state, while the government operates under a constitution and parliamentary system. The monarch's powers are largely ceremonial, with the day-to-day governance handled by elected officials and government institutions. The king's role includes ceremonial duties such as representing the nation at official functions, providing moral leadership, and acting as a symbol of unity. The government, headed by a prime minister and a cabinet, holds executive power and he is responsible for making and implementing policies. And for the Thailand's constitutional monarchy aims to balance traditional monarchy with democratic principles and institutions. For now, the present Prime Minister of Thailand is Prayut Chan-o-cha, and the King for Thailand is King Maha Vajiralongkorn, also known as King Rama X.
And now we're moving on to the security issues, which is the first one is land borders. Thailand is also well known for its land borders, where every person may access the country from Cambodia, Laos, Myanmar, and also Malaysia. The border-bound practice of crossing borders to obtain visa exempt entry is now considered as an abuse by the Thai immigration officials. The interpretation and application of visa rules vary greatly between the land border crossings. As for example, in Malaysia, people usually practice border bounds where they enter Thailand by Kelantan in order to skip the visa procedures. The second one is terrorism. Over the past few years, Thailand has dealt with several security-related problems, including terrorism. It is mainly seen in the country's several areas. Terrorist attacks can happen anywhere in Thailand, but the majority of the country is under martial law, giving security authorities more power to impose security and carry out investigations. As for example, Potential targets could be among transport infrastructure, security forces, hotels, shops, and supermarkets. However, major travel hubs such as Bangkok, Phuket, and Chiang Mai, on the other hand, are situated well outside of conflict zone, and it's also safe for the people. Last but not least, the food security. Food security is also greatly impacted by trade, economic development, and agricultural subsidy policies of the government. Food security is positively impacted by policies that encourage sustainable agriculture, cut down on food waste, and also enhance distribution networks. It also consists of food availability, food utilization, and food stability. The country is a major producer of various agricultural products such as rice, sugar, rubber, and seafood. Thailand store and supply rice. It is also ranks 64th in food security, 9th among Pacific Asian nations, and 15th among medium-high income nations in the Asia-Pacific area.
The second domestic issues in Thailand is environmental. So the first one we had air pollution. Majority of the air pollution in Thailand comes from the combustion engines that found on cars, scooters, buses, and factories. So, for example, the first one we had Bangkok. Since Bangkok is the main city in Thailand, it caused the combustion engine since they had so many cars there. So it will lead to air pollution. The second example is from the Chiang Mai. Since Chiang Mai has the larger field, it caused the field burning when the weather is so hot. The next one, we had climate change. Climate change play an important role in environmental because climate change can lead to rising temperatures that will affect the agriculture and the water resources. And the sea level also will rise quickly. For example, area like Ban Tapma province have experienced flooding due to the rising sea levels. And climate change also will lead to the losses of biodiversity. And the last one, we had water pollution. The major sources of water pollution in Thailand is because of domestic sewage, industrial waste, and agricultural waste. The major quality water problem is because of high ammonia nitrogen, fish kills, and high coliform bacteria. And people who drink contaminated water that will lead to diarrhea and typhoid. For example, in Thailand, the poorest water quality in 2020 is Lam Takong River and Chao Phraya River.
Domestic issues in Thailand related about politics, they are divided to three issues about parliamentary, corruption, and political stability. For parliamentary system, lower house of the National Assembly of Thailand, the legislative branch of the Thai government. Thai legislative branch is modeled after the Westminster system. The House of Representatives has 500 members, of which 400 are elected through single-member constituency elections, while the other 100 are chosen through party list parallel voting. The House of Representatives was temporarily abolished as a result of the 2014 Thai Court dictate and replaced with the Unicameral National Legislative Assembly, a body of 250 members selected by the National Council for Peace and Order. After 2017, Constitution was promulgated in April 2017. The House of Representatives was re-established. Second, for corruption. The corruption issues has been persistent issue in Thai politics, with allegations of graft, cronyism, and misuse of power. Addressing corruption and promoting transparency in governance have been significant challenges for successive administration. And third, about political stability. Thailand has experienced periods of political instability, including coups, protests, and frequent changes in government. This has often been fueled by tensions between the different political factions and the military's influence in politics.
For the next issue is social issue. The first one, aging crisis. Thailand is the most second-age society in Asia after Singapore, and 20% of Thais are older than 60 years old, where the level is not very far away from what Japan is facing today. And to commemorate, they also celebrate Nation Elder Day on April the 13th. The government has not yet responded to growing demand for more elderly support. During the COVID-19, it borrowed 1 trillion baht to finance relief package for business and citizens. Second is drug abuse. 2.7 million youth using drug in Thailand, and 250,000 addicts have been detained after facing sentences, yet more than 200,000 are not actually the key dealers. The Justice Minister also called for regrouping of diverse anti-drug law under a single piece of legislation. Last but not least is human trafficking. Thailand now has become the origin and transit for trafficking, and the rise of COVID-19 also impacted the deceived people with lucrative job offer. Lack of access and comprehensive information regarding this scam also contributed to this issue becoming even more prevalent in Thailand.